Hello everyone, I hope you guys are all having a good Mother's Day. It's May 10th, 2020. And I'm here with a video, of course. Yeah, sorry I haven't posted in the past 2 days. I've been trying to do stuff. I posted, I think, 2 days ago. It's Friday. Yeah, Friday I posted a outside weather update. The weather's been kind of calm, severe otherwise, but now we have something we can actually forecast. We have a severe weather event coming on Wednesday, so, yep. Uh, yes, please subscribe. Please leave a like and feel free to comment. Um, yeah, let's get started. So, Wednesday, sorry, we do the SPC has issued a 15% risk in northern Texas, central, and kind of western Oklahoma. For Oklahoma City is included in that, and that goes all the way up to northern Kansas, Wichita, Kansas are in. I think Topeka is probably right around the edge. Woodward, Oklahoma, you're in it. Oklahoma City, Norman, and Wichita Falls, Texas is. You guys are all in the 15% risk. The SPC has issued. Now I have made a risk here. This is my highest tornado risk. So I look at the models. I've been looking a lot. This is where I have my highest tornado risk. For day 4, Wednesday, May 13th. In this blue area here, we see that goes all the way to the north of Oklahoma City, all the way up to central Kansas. That's my highest tornado risk. That is probably going to change as we go until tomorrow, and by tomorrow I'll probably have a tornado con numbers out. So I'll probably tomorrow have tornado cons of maybe 3, then maybe 4. But yeah. All right, now let's move on to the models. So this is Wednesday morning. Let's go to Wednesday early afternoon. So Wednesday early afternoon, we have kind of seems to be a dry line setting up. We have a low pressure out here. We do have a warm front kind of situated like that. And you see we have dew points in the 60s going all the way up to Wichita. Not up to Kansas City, but we scroll down. Oklahoma City, your dew points at about 67, maybe 60, closer to 68. Wichita around 63. Wichita Falls, Texas, 68 dew points. And as we go later into the afternoon, this is the evening now. This is when the severe weather is going to likely be on the way, with maybe some tornadoes going on. We see dew point in Oklahoma City's almost 70, so that's pretty good. Up in Kansas, though, we kind of see we might have some drier airs trying to push in behind this. The 60 dew points go all the way up in northern Kansas, so I am expecting some severe weather to get going up in northern Kansas also, maybe up towards Kansas City also. Dew points around 64. We see Wichita Falls, Texas. The dry lines kind of does hit your area, or it kind of right. Wichita Falls, Texas is almost kind of right on the dry line in the evening. It's a little bit further. It's pretty far to the west, though. And yeah, let's take a look at the surface-based CAPE here. The NAM model doesn't quite go out until day 4 yet. So yes, sorry, I have to stop it for the weather from loading. We'll go out to Wednesday afternoon here. We see we have plenty of CAPE Wednesday early afternoon. We have almost 3,500 right along the dry line, right to the east of the dry line, all the way up into southern Kansas by Wichita. There is a little bit of CAPE up here. It's not the best in this area, though. It's almost, but it is enough for severe weather. It's around 1,500, maybe scraping 2,000 in southern Kansas. In Oklahoma City, only about CAPE about maybe 2,000. But the highest CAPE early afternoon is going to be situated right to the east of the dry line in Oklahoma and northern Texas, and maybe a little bit of southern Kansas. We'll have to see about that. And the GFS model does sometimes underdo CAPE, so we're going to have to see about that. As we go a little bit later into the evening, we see when I expect northern Kansas to start to have some development. You see the CAPE is starting to get going a little bit up in the northern Kansas. I don't think southern Nebraska. It's kind of I don't think there's going to be a high tornado risk up there. I think there you might have a chance for severe weather. The CAPE is pretty low though. And around this area in Kansas, central Kansas, Wichita, where I said we have that dry slot, I think we're going to have a kind of a complex that's going to form. Maybe out here in Kansas where we have those high CAPE, right along the dry line. We're going to have a complex form kind of along the warm front. That's going to eat away at a lot of the moisture. Because as we saw with the dew points right to the north and west of Wichita Falls, or not Wichita Falls, Wichita, we saw how there was lower dew points only in the mid to lower 50s. And we see Cape in that area is 0. So that might be a complex of storms, is where the warm front is forecasted to be. But to the north of the warm front, there could be something trying to get going, but I don't think there's going to be anything. I think there could be something going. I think something could happen in this area, but yes. And down through Oklahoma, we see Cape is getting pretty good towards Oklahoma City, almost 2,500 to 3,000. Right to the west, 3,000, almost 3,500. So there's going to be enough capers, and that's not limited. Dew points are going to be good. We have enough moisture, which we mainly do in May. There's enough moisture for severe weather events. It's mainly an issue in the winter, and we do have enough Cape, which is also an issue in the winter. We do have enough Cape. Now let's take a look at the lifted index. So we move out to Wednesday afternoon here. So Wednesday afternoon, yeah, I'm starting to think that is a complex. His lifted index is almost 0 in that area. But we see down towards Oklahoma City, we have -10, almost negative 11. Oklahoma City about -9 degrees Celsius. And then to the north, I think something could form right to the north of this complex because we've had a lot of values that have been pretty good right around this area where I circled. -10, but I think that the highest development for maybe big hail and bad storms will probably be in this area, maybe also this area. So this forecast will likely change as we go until tomorrow, but something is going to be forming right here by Kansas or by Wichita. That is going to be kind of eating away at some of that moisture. We see that little circle right there of nothing. The lifted index is good. Let's take a look at the storm relative helicity. See what that is saying. So storm relative helicity here. Here we go. All right. So let's move out to Wednesday. So Wednesday afternoon here. See, it's not the best. It's not the greatest. It's definitely not as high as the tornado outbreak in April on Easter. But as we go into the evening, we could see some storms here that could have some pretty good helicity. But wait a second. Pivotal weather is loading horribly here. All right, there we go. Pivotal weather is really bad sometimes, but yeah, we see right there. We see the outflow boundary from that complex. I think there's going to be kind of a complex that's going to get going in the higher Cape earlier in the day, around maybe early afternoon. And it's really loud. Wait a second. Pivotal weather is trash right now for some reason. All right, here we go. So we see, I think there's going to be kind of a complex that gets going in this area, and it's going to release an outflow boundary. It could eat away at some of the stuff. And that outflow boundary to the north of this, I think it could maybe make some new storms. But down towards Oklahoma, we have 800, almost 900. West of Oklahoma City, 600. And as we go later, we could see decent stuff. But the highest is right on the dry line. And there's some pretty good stuff in Missouri, but we'll have to see. Now the last thing we're going to look at is supersonic posits. This is a parameter. A lot of people don't know how to use this correctly. And I was one of those people a little like a few months ago, but yeah, you're going to figure out what it means. But again, to the north of that complex here, we definitely see we might have a complex that kind of forms in this area and releases an outflow. But to the north of that, 20 almost. But down in Oklahoma, 21, 26 in the supersonic posit. But yeah, that'll wrap up this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And yes, please subscribe. We'll have another video on this tomorrow. Peace out.